We got some bullshit here, folks. We got some bull-ass fucking shit. Pro-Trump lawyer Sidney Powell says, quote, no reasonable person believes election claims were statements of fact. Folks, do you remember 7 months ago, 8 months ago, right? Do you remember everyone talking about, like, there's no way that remember before the election, let's go before the election, right? I was telling y'all, these motherfuckers are going to pretend that they won. They're going to do whatever they can to pretend that they won, right? And so I was inoculating my viewer base, right? To think, oh yeah, these people are going to pretend that they're going to win. And then they did. And then they pretended to win, right? And then it's like everyone's surprised. They're like, what? They're going to pretend to win? How dare they? Bitch, motherfucker, I saw that shit coming a year ago. I was talking about it on my show. Am I a superhero? Maybe, right? But either way, I told y'all they're going to pretend to win. But I did not tell you that you're going to have characters out there pretending that a voting machine that's used in one county is somehow responsible. By the way, in a non-swing state, is somehow responsible for the whole election being... I would have not been able to tell you that because the depths of the stupidity in the right-wing brain are something I do not have personal knowledge of. I have not explored every crevice in the caves of these fucking people's imaginations, right? That being said, they came up with some pretty wild fucking stuff, right? They came up with the bottom of the barrel cringe. It was Dominion, it was the My Pillow, and it was the Democrats, and it was all the elections were stolen or weren't stolen except for one. It was the people who won their congressional election and then said, no, it was just the presidency that was stolen. Everything else was perfectly fine, right? These people came up with so many fucking ways to explain away their garbage that it was honestly hard to keep up with. And one of the characters that was introduced, right, during the season finale that occurred over the last couple of months was Sidney Powell. If you can see, like, you know, you can look at her face right there. Very interesting. Lawyers for pro-Trump attorney Sidney Powell said that, quote, no reasonable person would believe that her false claims and conspiracy theories about the 2020 election were, quote, truly statements of fact. Now, I've been a YouTuber, right, for the past year. That means I covered the election before the election, during the election, after the election. I have pretty decent experience. And that means I made videos about the election. And when you make videos about the election, being me, you're going to get some Trump fans that are going to post comments on those videos. I cannot tell you dozens, hundreds, thousands, who knows, honestly they all blend together, of comments I've gotten from Trumpers that are like, Dominion, that's right, Dominion has stolen the election, like that. They genuinely believe that to the point where they spam my YouTube videos about it. Like, no one who's reading my YouTube comment section cares about their little fan fiction, but they're posting it here anyway. That's how truly they believe this shit, right? But Sidney Powell herself says that, quote, no reasonable person would believe that shit. So you're telling me the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of comments I got were just apparently non-reasonable people? Well, that's what I've been saying for years. That Republicans, the Trump voters, are not reasonable people. So thank you, Sidney Powell, for agreeing with me on that. The new argument from Powell, who had aggressively promoted claims that the election was rigged against former President Donald Trump, came Monday in a court filing asking a federal judge to dismiss the $1.3 billion defamation suit filed by Dominion voting machines in January. Dominion, whose voting systems were used in numerous states in the 2020 contest, claims that Powell and other prominent election theft conspiracists, including Trump's personal lawyer Rudy Giuliani and My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell, have caused irreparable harm to the company. Trump and his legal team, which at one point included Powell, claimed victory in the November 3rd election even after media outlets and officials called the race for Joe Biden. Yo, honestly, election night was hilarious, man. It really was. At a late November press conference alongside Giuliani and other lawyers, Powell claimed Dominion was part of an international election rigging. The ghost of Hugo Chavez came from the grave and decided, you know what? I'm going to give a couple votes to Joe Biden. Involving communist money from countries including Venezuela and Cuba. These motherfuckers. Trump's lawyers distanced themselves from Powell shortly thereafter, but she went on to file lawsuits making similar claims about the race being stolen from Trump and rife with fraud, aiming to decertify the vote and results in key states. Blah, blah, blah. I already know all that shit. Anyway, you can read the rest of this if you want later. Let's read about Mo Brooks. Rep. Mo Brooks, R. Alaska, who spoke at the pre-riot rally in Washington on Monday, repeated false election theft claims after he launched his campaign for Senate. This motherfucker's going for Senate now. That's incredible. Anyway, best of luck to him. Best of luck to her. And Jesus Christ, may God be looking out for them, because I certainly won't be. And again, there's going to be a day where, like, we're all huddling around the fucking fireplace. Think about this this future right now. This is the future that we strive for, right? 2053, right? Climate change is, we were already on the track to fixing it. You wake up and you're like, oh, your fucking third child is jumping on your fucking, belly trying to wake you up. It's breakfast, right? And you get up. Right, and then you go to work or whatever, you do whatever bullshit you do. I don't fucking know. Right, and then you come home, and then you sit at the fireplace and watch a Netflix or Netflix 3.0 documentary, and then Sidney Powell's face is going to pop up. Whoever, actor is in 2053 playing Sidney Powell. Right, and you're going to tell your fucking kids. You're going to be like, damn, motherfucker, I lived, or your grandkids, because some of y'all are fucking old. Some of y'all might be dead in 2053. Like, Jesus Christ, my viewers, man. But anyway, y'all are going to tell your grandkids, you're like, I remember that. I remember watching the stupid fuck-face bitch called Andrea on this dumb fuck show called Above It All talk about Sidney Powell, right? And then you're going to look me up that night. You're going to look me up, and then you're going to see that I have been dead for 38 years. That's right. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway. I'm sorry. I'm being a little wacky and zany today, but what are you going to do? Yo, JL, what's up? Yo, some of y'all motherfuckers have third kids already. Can you imagine?